JD In The Duffle Bag podcast, yeah? It's been a minute still. It feels like it's been a minute. But let me tell you something. I am happy to be here today. Now, this is the thing, yeah? It sounds mad, like, especially as an artist, yeah? Even when you're sitting in front of someone and someone turns around and says, I've been looking forward to do this or whatever. I know in the back of your mind you're thinking, you say that to all of the guests and that. Fam, I don't say that to all of the guests. I don't. But see, from when I started to hear about this brother, yeah, I said, there's a conversation that we need to have at some point. I got Pa Salieu with me. Wagwan, my brother. You have to do that. How are you, bro?
There, man. It's pushing.
Oh, I love it. Do you know what is mad? I remember I sat down and had a conversation with Gets on this pod as well. And we was talking about, like, every year I always talk about my top 10 albums of the year, yeah? A lot of my albums that I like to listen to or whatnot are not, you wouldn't see them in the usual list. Do you get what I'm saying? My list is not down to like notoriety, like what everyone else likes. There's just certain things that I just like. I have a playlist called Avoiding the Noise, and it's like specifically just songs that I check for. You might not know about, but they're in there. You can go and see them. So anyway, I'm like, listen, like these are the albums and that. Gets looked at me and he said to me, have you heard Pa Salieu's thing? Yeah. And I said, you know what? I checked for the brother, but I haven't heard that yet. And he looked at me in my eyes and he said, Chucks, go and check that one. Bro, from that moment, I said to myself, I listened to it and I could not stop listening to it. And it kind of took me to the moment of like when I first heard about you and I had this moment of like, who's this guy and whatever it may be. Yeah? And then listening to the album and then being like, nah, there's actually something special that is happening with him. I want to start off by saying to you, yeah, like how has life been like for you over the last year and a half or so, bro?
I do nothing but push. This is something, this music thing became something I fell in love with, innit?
Yeah.
I was in band, I was writing notes. That's what I'm feeling, you know. Anywhere I go, just notes, normal, you know. Music, I just went into a studio first time about 3.5 years ago. You know, 3.5, 4 years ago, just had no lyrics, but I had notes, you know what I'm saying? So I just saying now what I can, just fell in love with how everything sounded, you know. So even right now, it's still the same feeling, innit? It's a hobby.
It's bad. I think to myself, like, who's teaching you certain things? Like, you know, I'm a student of this game, innit? And I study a lot of things, yeah? And like, one thing that I'd noticed as well, I'm jumping parts of my own notes, but it's just I have to do this now. But it's like, there's like one thing that I noticed over a period of time, yeah? Especially with like shows, yeah? And festivals. So at one point, like festivals were a lot of, you know, bands.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands, a lot of artists performing with bands and stuff like that. And then that just changed to it just being just the DJ. Yeah. And when you look at certain festivals and stuff like that, you just see like, just everyone's just there with their DJ. But I'm looking at some of the stuff that you've done. Of course you have your DJ, but there's certain times I'm like seeing you with a band and that. And I'm like, wait, where's this? Like, where's this coming? Like, where's this level of artistry coming from?
It's just like, me, my music, I don't want no genre. I don't want to be limited. So, shows, they have to be the same, you know. It's energy, isn't it? It's like, I'm from this past. This is what I saw back home. I'm going to bring it here. Like the masquerades.
Yeah.
There's a lot to show as well. My culture is very exciting. And I've been born in Britain, but my first steps is in Gambia.
Right.
I'm saying raised by my grandparents, you know. So the only kind of music I saw growing up, because both my grandparents had mosques, so it's a religious upbringing as well, you know.
Right.
But the only kind of music I grew up on was folk music. My auntie's a folk singer, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, man, this sounds that I define music differently, innit? Like the way I see music, it would be different, you know. Like this is straight spiritual, innit? This is me, you know. Yeah,
you're an energy man, innit?
Straight up, man.
Same. You know, like, are you someone that like, you know, when you meet someone, and the energy, you feel the energy's off? Like, do you feel it deeply when you feel that?
I feel it deeply, you know. I'm living through people. If your energy's off, my ancestor definitely ain't met you, you know what I'm saying? Met yours, or, you know, so it's energies, man. It's energies, you know.
I'm on that, bro. Like, like, I'm still at a stage here where I'm still trying to figure certain things out for myself. Do you get me? But like, even from that, like you know, it's hard for me to say whether I'm a spiritual guy and all of these type of things, but I'm definitely an energy man. And when I feel things, whether it be like some type of anger or whether it be like some type of love or some type of lust or whatever it may be, yeah, I always feel them things like super deep. Like,
but that's spiritual. That's something in you telling you, like everything is a pattern. Like I believe everything is a pattern. That's why I don't really expect stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I explain it? I don't.
When you say that, like, would you say
like
that
with this music, I'm just this is straight love affair, innit? Like I can't see anything going on and think. I know deep down I ain't done music for time. This is exciting. I haven't done further education. This is my education right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coming from somewhere right now, I'm living through people. You know, I ain't done this, so it's hard to explain. But you know, like there's a reason with this.
Is it kind of like, you know, sometimes I see you. Sometimes you can see. Yeah, this is not always a bad thing in it, but you know, like sometimes people get into music because they just see a whole load of glitz and glamour. They see watches, chains, and all of that. Yeah? And so it's just something that they just end up doing because of those are the things that they just aspire to have solely. That. But for you, it seems like it's a little bit more deeper than that. Especially when I heard you talk about like your auntie, your family, you know, your heritage and all of these type of things. It's like music to you comes from a different type of place, right?
There's a chance, you know, just to be a rebel with it, innit? You know what I'm saying? There's certain... I didn't, coming back to England, even back home, like, I didn't grow up seeing my past as in people will grow up, King Henry, you know what I'm saying? Cultures about this and that. But I ain't had the experience of my royalty in it. So this same time, my mind state is going to intertwine with this, you know what I'm saying? Right. People don't know about Sudan. Yeah, Sudan's out there, Asia, Kush, you know what I'm saying? They have more pyramids than Egypt, you know what I'm saying? Black pharaohs, you know what I'm saying? And when I ask certain people, do you know this? They don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad. They didn't grow up seeing their royalty, you know what I'm saying? Facts. So it's a rebel with it as well. A generation of stubbornness, you know, we just, that's it.
I do a lot of traveling, bro. And like, I recently just come back from filming a music documentary in Greece. And like, one thing that I learned in that moment, not just because of being there, but just because of all of the other places that I've been to, is like, I feel like people know a lot more about their country than people here know about this country. Do you get what I'm saying? And like, they also know more about this country than people that know about this country. Do you get what I'm saying? Let's go back to like, because I want to get to know you a little bit still, and there's certain things I want to know, but I just want to get like your take on it and whatnot. Yeah. The thing that I find interesting is obviously you was born in Slough, which is not even far from where I'm living at the moment still. Yeah. And then you moved to Coventry.
It's Slough. Got sent to Gambia.
Right.
1 or 2.
So you got sent to Gambia from Slough, yeah?
That's what I'm saying. Born in Britain, first steps Gambia, you know, and how to speak in Gambia.
What made your family decide to go back to Gambia? Was you sent, or did your whole family go? Did your mum stay?
Nah, just me.
So why did they do that?
My mother came here young, you know what I'm saying, as an immigrant, you know, so she was a breadwinner, innit? She was sending, till my grandparents died, she's the one sending money. But it was my grandma's house caught on fire. I was sent, you know what I'm saying, so she can work. Right. She was young and she found it very hard, you know what I'm saying, so me getting sent was just made it easier. She sent money. It was for years, but it was only right. I got taken to villages, taught certain stuff that they've never got taught by their own parents. So, yeah, and coming back to England, through status situations, I could never go back. Like, not never, I'm gonna go back hopefully, you know, but I couldn't go back, so my grandmother's dad and my mum said they'll try to come every year, you know, or 2 years, so you have to be intact with where I'm from, innit? Yeah, man.
Do you remember like a lot of your life, how it was like for you when you was out there? Like what did your life must have looked so different to how it would have been coming back at an earlier age still?
It was good. A lot of discipline, you know. Yeah. A lot of discipline. So I saw what it is when, you know how they say back home is a lot of poverty, and this. I know how rich it looks when people have not. You know what I'm saying? How people work with it. Like we didn't have much, but my grandparents would invite neighbors every day for, you know, if they want to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming from a very good past,
a rich place, bro. Like in spirit. Do you get me? One of my favorite places to go when I go to Jamaica is I like to go in the hills. Yeah, and a lot of the times, there's a place called Charlestown that I stayed, and then people there don't have much, but they have everything that they need, and they are so happy and content with all of the, you know, the natural resources that they have around them. Do you get what I'm saying? And there isn't so much of the mad super hustle and bustle striving for X, Y, and Z or whatever. It's like they have a comfort in which they live and a certain principle in how they live. And you go there and you start to realize and start to understand, right, like what, it's mad. Like, well, when you come back here, you start thinking, right, what is it about? Like,
you just grow to need stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I guess.
You said there was a thing where you said Gambia, I learned who I was and who I am. Yeah. When I came here, I learned what is life. Is that, do you look at that a bit different now? Or do you see the same?
No.
Talk on that.
I learned who I am. I came back with pride. Why did I come back and get kicked out of schools? Why did I come and find it's hard to adjust so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, I came back at a time when Africans would even pretend to be Jamaican. I was that dark, you know, you get me? Just standing for nothing, really. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot of that back home, you know, this is me, this is who I am. I know I'm a good person, you know what I'm saying? I know how rich my past is. I know how rich back home is, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how it looks, you know? So that's the main thing that's been pushing me with everything. I don't look left or right, you know what I'm saying? This is who I am. This is just, I compete with myself. A rebel cannot compete with a rebel. You know what I'm saying? That whole mind state, I learned who I am in Gambia. I learned what life is here. It's really a statement. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like, on a deeper one, being in Gambia, being around your grandparents, they was obviously very, very religious. I know your granddad was a farmer. Yeah.
See, we had a farm in our house.
You had a farm? Oh, you had a farm in your house. Yeah. You had chickens and that?
Yeah.
2 cows and that? Couple goats and things?
Hella goats.
Hella goats, yeah. What
Hella
else
chicken.
Chicken?
No. Yam.
Yeah,
no.
banana. Yeah.
Everything, man, everything. Both households.
Both households.
Both households, yeah.
Do you feel like, on a deeper one, when you left that environment and you came here, did that take a little bit away of your inner happiness when you came back here and had to come back and try to adjust to a way of life that was so different?
I think growing up as a kid, if you know your mom's not there, I've always wanted to see my mom, you know what I'm saying? There was times even to get ceremony after circumcision or whatever, yeah.
Right.
I thought I saw my mom, you know what I'm saying? I came back and that's exactly what she looked like, but I never saw my mom, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
It's mad. It's like, when I got sent to Gambia, my mom nearly went crazy as well, innit? She used to hear me crying from upstairs and all that, you know what I'm saying? So that's how me pushing, I got pushing it. I know my reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a country of 3 million. You know what I'm saying? Future leaders are definitely listening to me. You know what I'm saying? As I grow in this, I'm gonna. This is deeper than what it is, you know. Just here to take advantage of life, you know.
Yeah.
I'm alive and breathing. I'm gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, learning every day. You know, even speaking like this. You know, this. I'm not used to this.
I love that, though,
like,
man.
So growth, and there'll be a time when I can articulate a lot. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm thinking. There's so much I want to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, but
no, brother.
Let me tell you what I don't know. You see?
Let me tell you something. Yeah, that doesn't come with age. You know, it just comes with experience and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Even for me, bro, as much as I'm good at articulating certain things, there's still a whole load of thoughts in my mind. There's and feelings that I have that I find very difficult to articulate and say, but it's all there. Do you get me? And I think the more that you live, the more that you ask questions, sometimes maybe even challenging your own thoughts will help you to be able to do that. But I think it's so sick, that you're fully at a stage where you are like really tapping into like who you are as a person and what your culture is. And don't you find it so ironic, that like the thing that people would have laughed at when you first come back and tried to bully you for and all of this is your superpower. It's a whole different thing, innit? When you start tapping into it and you start realizing exactly where your family comes from, where you come from, and all of these type of things, and how you can all connect these dots into your own life, it becomes your superpower, isn't it?
The stubbornness and principles that's been put in me, like just keeping me, giving me 100.
How did your family look at you doing music in the first place?
It's religious, isn't it? A parent, especially a mother, like, man, all she wants is to be with her kids in heaven, that's, music is deep, so, but me, nobody's prayer is stronger than mine, you know what I'm saying, and intentions are real, if I love something and it's helping push, I want to go 100 in it, you know what I'm saying. I am life. I'm embracing taking advantage of life, It's better days, a few million, country of 3 million, I got a big job, there's no, I look at everything as a pattern. Not everyone got sent to Gambia or their country, you know what I'm saying. I'm being taught by their grandparents, you know what I'm saying. Like, there's a pattern. I'm not coming from music. This comes out of nowhere, every day, bro, I'm going to this, this, I'm just doing music, This is just me, you know what I'm saying. So everything is a pattern. There's a reason to it, and I ain't really with this. The only thing I can flex on is my culture. That I flex with who I am, you know what I'm saying. So this is all a journey to me. I'm writing a book right now, crossing the trap roads. It's everything I'm learning right now. I'm coming from 3 words now. I'm coming from the trenches. I'm coming from Gambia. Now I'm learning what life is. I'm in a place. What life is another place. You know what I'm saying? So adjusting to. I'm learning every day. I'm seeing what my past taught me every day. Why is pride haram in Islam? Why is pride? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I'm learning. Like me, the only a rebel is not better than a rebel. You know what I'm saying? If you understand, African rebel is a statement of stubbornness, isn't it?
Right.
Like we are one. Like this is.
So you're writing a book?
Yeah, right now it's done.
What's it called?
Trapped in a Crossroads.
Trapped in a Crossroads.
Yeah.
What is that, like a place where you're sort of putting a lot of your thoughts and that in?
Yeah. Because this started from notes, innit? So everything I'm seeing, I'm experiencing, I've experienced, I'm also gonna add. This is deeper than what it is. I don't really. I don't really explain.
Nah, I'm with that, bro. Honestly.
And with this demonstration thing, innit?
You with that what?
I'm with demonstration right now. So whatever I do, I find it hard to explain. I'm just doing. I'm just doing.
Yeah. And then once it's done, then maybe you might be able to speak about it a little bit about or whatnot.
There'll be a time I can articulate again.
Of course,
There'll be a time. This is
You're
nothing
comfortable with that. And so you should be.
For sure.
So from the music front, actually, nah, forget that. See your grandparents, they both passed away.
3. Cause when I went to Gambia, my granddad from my dad's side just passed. You know what I'm saying? So I had my grandma and granddad and my grandma from my mom's side.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you see both of them? Did you?
Yeah.
And did they traditionally were they quite the same in how they were? Like, because I know you said like you're talking about one set of grandparents that were very religious. Were they all religious?
All the same. Yeah. My dad said it's more like about my past, my tribes, they'll be in it as well, like I don't know how to call it. I'll be more. You know how it was religious, innit? Like Islam, my granddad said in Islam, but my dad said they always tell me about the past. Like my tribe is seated. You know what I'm saying? Like I know about yeah, man. I've had the best mix, you know.
Keep going.
Had the best mix, you know. So.
Do you ask them a lot of questions?
Yeah, I asked them. Yeah.
Yeah, you ask them a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And you do that same with your mum and that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's important, bro.
Like Senegambia.
Right.
Gambia, there's Gambia and Senegal. You know what I'm saying? But there's one Senegambia. You know what I'm saying? And me, I look at myself like a symbol of it as well. Like me, well, my family's in Gambia. My tribe comes from Salieu.
Right.
That's in Senegal. You know what I'm saying? And I find a lot of things, I deep things deeper than usual, you know what I'm saying? So
you had a lot of pressure in your hood back in the day when you was young and that. Like that could have only have changed the element of you as a person, because now your back's against the wall and you're dealing with these things that you've never had to deal with before, like racism. Like you've never had to deal with someone coming up to you and telling you certain things or throwing bricks at your window and all of these type of things. So you know that changes things a lot. I could imagine that. Did your parents not think about maybe even sending you back again?
Sending me back. Status issues, I understand. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a child of. I'm here for a reason. You know, if I'm here anyways. You know, that's why me. I know I'm building. Sure. Right now, you don't see me flexing, but my mom's. What she came here for, she would die with extra. You know, no cap. You know what I'm saying? No cap. You know. Generational trauma as well. We're living through people. We there's a reason behind everything. You know, like I really believe. Trust me, I really believe. Like me, you know, I'm just looking at everything as a pan in it. I
missed like on your musical journey. Yeah, I missed Say So. I missed it.
Say So.
I missed it. I didn't. When it came, I didn't see it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
When Them a Lie came out, I'm like, who's that brother? I'm like, who's this? The reason why I'm thinking who's this, yeah, is because it sounded, there was something that was super different about it. The way that you were saying certain things, the production, all of that, yeah. I'm like, this sounds interesting. Then obviously, Frontline and all of this started to happen, and I'm like, right, like, who's this? Like, who's this guy? Where does he come from? Like, who's picking his beats? Like, who's inspiring him? Like, what are you listening to? And these are the things I want to ask you. Like, when you started saying, you know what, yeah, I'm making these notes, I'm writing them down on a piece of paper, yeah, I'm gonna start doing something with them now. Like, what was inspiring you to do that?
So I'll always get into situations, you know what I'm saying? But they'll look at that. I always used to be in exclusion rooms, you know, it's just, but I know who I am, you know? Like, it's, how do I explain it? It's like, I had to write my notes. I had to, innit? You know what I'm saying? It's just something, I got into a habit of even falling in love with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, transcend it to the music. It's for a reason. It's the pattern I'm talking about, you know. Like, I don't know, it's just, everything inspires me, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I know you saw all of these things. Luckily, you had parents, innit? So your parents weren't necessarily on that. They might have had their financial difficulties and stuff, yeah. But like, did you know when all of this was going on that like this definitely is not normal and there is a lot more outside of this than here? Or did it just when you started getting in the trap, did you just feel like that was just normal to you?
It was just normal, innit? And it's not just a trap. You've been seeing all of this way before. You know what I'm saying? I was a very stubborn youth, and like, again, it must have been Gambia. Like, you can't, you know how people are these, oh, there's this and this and this, you know. I wasn't that you. I was that cheeky you, really getting into it because, you know what I'm saying? Like, me, even going into it was all me. You know what I'm saying? So, when I was going to school, all you see is needles. Who feels like it's a gold mine. Frontline is a gold mine. You see, this is going primary school. I'm passing through Frontline. You know what I'm saying? Secondary school is the road off Frontline. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so normal. Even before I was in it, I was in it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's survival mode, innit? Like getting shot, normal. You know what I'm saying? Like just have to adapt properly. You know what I'm saying? All of that inspires me, innit? Like dodging everything, it inspires me. Being alive inspires me. You know what I'm saying? Being alive, I'm gonna take it to the bone. I'll make sure I take advantage of that. You know, I'm here for a reason, you know. You know, when it comes to the music, it's all I grew up on was the kind of music was my auntie folk. You know, that's why my definition of music is different, you know.
Yeah,
Then I stole my uncle, because he came here, he got deported like 4 years after, but he came to the UK, you know what I'm saying, MP3 and that, you know what I'm saying, because I know I had no older siblings in it, so he was a kind of, so I stole his MP3, I used to go to school with it, you know what I'm saying, he had Vice Cartel and dancehall music, you know what I'm saying, Movado, yo, it's just listen to it non-stop, school, out of school, you know what I'm saying. That's the only kind of music I wouldn't go on YouTube and, you know what I'm saying. Then after school, they listen to Burna Boy, you know what I'm saying. His tune Freedom, you know what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't a music person, but there was music here, music there, music, you know what I'm saying. But that all came like when I started writing my notes from the age of 14, 15.
Help me understand this, yeah. So like, growing up to a certain point, the music that you was really, if anything, yeah, was just more family, seeing your auntie do X, Y, Z or whatnot, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you started writing notes down, that's when music started to almost come to you a little bit, and you started like listening a little bit more to what was happening. So like dancehall music, and then all of that, and then like some Burna Boy and whatnot. But it's mad how them dots kind of connect like that.
You know what I'm saying about patterns? I've never done music. You know what I'm saying? That even when it comes to me and my whole being doing this music thing there, well, my great granddad became a doctor, was the only person in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Only doctor, you know what I'm saying? He'll have a white horse, he'll go neighborhood healing people. So that's my pushing it. This is me as well. I'm living through people, so his story is gonna be me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, my Pa Salieu, they were the last tribe to fight off colonization and, you know, religious, you know, overthrows and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take that in as well. I'm past is stubborn. I am stubborn. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? We have no time to be look left and right. You know, want everyone to be looking forward with us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why this thing is so weird as well. Hey, well, I'm gone superstar. Don't call me a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just pushing. We're just pushing right now. You know, it's, you know.
You're not doing this. You're not doing this to be like the guy that like everyone looks at as.
This, me right now, I'm focused on me, my family, and what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? A year and a half ago, 2 years ago would have been totally different. Totally different. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Before Frontline. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, after Frontline, all of this, like, my personal life is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the maddest thing. I have to, you know, I have to do this music thing. I have to show the love. It's love. I have to show the love. But I'm trapped in the crossroad right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing, man.
It's the changeover from like having that moment where, see, like Them Alive, yeah, people are starting to pay attention to you a little bit. You even got a sync. I know it was on TV and all of these type of things, yeah. And then obviously you've got Frontline. Frontline ends up doing a absolute mazza. I'm a DJ in that as well. I'm playing in these clubs. I'm playing this rhythm, and everyone's going crazy for it. So you've got this, but then also at the same time you got your own life where you're still in the same place, in the same environment, and still having to deal with essentially the same things.
You know, I swear, I never paid attention to nothing. You know, all I can see is the love, like, and I deep a lot of stuff deeper than the usual person. So I'm deep in the support, I'm deep in the love, but I'm not really watching nothing. Closest thing to see was when I started coming out, performing. I found it mad.
I bet.
I'm hearing my lyrics I'm writing, you know.
Yeah.
That feels mad, you know what I'm saying? That feels mad. But I know my reality as well. I just have to balance it. I know what I need to fight as well, you know. So there'll be a time, you know, the time when my time of articulating and everything I'm thinking can come out will be a time I'll probably see what's going on too, you know. But right now, I'm just pushing, man.
Hey, I'm gonna be right. See, when you get, let me tell you this, yeah. I'm telling you this right now. Every step of your career, yeah, where you start to feel like you want to talk more about these things that you have in your head, I'm gonna be right there, ready to have that conversation with you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be right there. Tell me, yeah, because you know you're talking about like these little notes you're writing down and that you're going out and you're seeing, you're like, you've performed, and in your mind you're seeing these things that you've written down and everyone's singing it and that, yeah. Tell me what it's like when you perform like My Family. I was at Vice. Vice had a party in Fabric, yeah. This is the first time I'd even seen you perform like that, like in my face, live, innit, yeah.
The other day?
Yeah, it was the other day. And I see you do, obviously you did Frontline or whatever, and then you did My Family, and I'm saying to myself, this is mad. How does that feel?
Probably my head too. Mad. What the hell? You know, like, it's mad. I'm seeing all this for the first time too. I'm someone that didn't expect this. I didn't want to be an artist. People will be doing. I grew up with people doing grime. I love the sound of everything, you know. But they'll be doing grime. I was like, you, Balion, don't get me on. You get me? Don't get me on no camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been forefront with music, so. Everything is just, I'm feeling the same way. This is mad. No, this is mad. Now he's motivating me. I'm going to go right now. I'm saying they sing my lyrics. Okay, they're deep in, probably not deep in, but this is what I do know genre. If you understand, my lyrics will be there if you want to embrace, if it can help you, or if it relates to you, or anything you want it to do for you. You know what I'm saying? And here's the element of vibes in as well. I'm not going to be serious. Those lyrics cause this is all notes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if you hear punchlines come, but I'm not a punchline person, is it?
Right.
Like, this is what I write, is what I write. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be that element, and it's always gonna be vibes, you know?
Of course.
The beat will always be different, you know?
When
Frontline came out, people were like, is he gonna do a thing Frontline? I've heard a lot of people, a lot of producers, let's do a thing like Frontline, let's do a thing. Nah, bro, this is me.
Then you can't do that. You can't do that.
You get me? Like, this is the whole thing. This is stubbornness. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get me. This is not a brand. This is not a marketing thing. This, you know, like African Rebel is the EP name, but this is a status. This is a crown on your head. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And whoever wants to relate to it or wants to embrace it, then you are a rebel. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Man can't be coming and saying, yo, we gotta make the same as this, that, and whatever. Ultimately, yeah, you got these things that you are experiencing, yeah, you come from a certain place. You just need to just take, the only thing that you need to do, which you've been doing, is, yeah, taking bits and pieces of where you come from, yeah, whether it be flipping Gambia, your block, your own things that you listen to, whatever, yeah, and then just making it into something. Like, just making it into something. Just cooking up going in the studio and just cooking up some food, and then however it comes out is how it comes out. You don't always want to be making the same as the last. Do you know what I mean? Especially someone like you know. Listening to the album, mixtape, shall I say, yeah? Like, sonically, the production in that was just... Who's picking these beats for you, bro? Are you picking them yourself? Are you going in? Are you literally going in the studio and telling man, yo, forget about trying to make X, Y, and Z, yeah? This is the type of style I'm trying to go for. Make this work for me. Or are you just picking beats, like, random?
Nah, it's the element of the first thing, like, there's Quez, there's AOD, there's Felix, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of producers that get it as well, you know? Like, I'll make sure producers know this is deeper than what it is, isn't it? This is spiritual. Like, I hear vocals before I put it on. I hear it. So it's weird explaining it, but I hear what I'm gonna do, you know. So luckily the producers I'm working with, they really get it as well. So
you see, I was watching your things that you put on YouTube, yeah, about African Rebel and like being in the studio and whatnot. Like, I see you working with a guy that I know very well called Casa Progression. Yeah, that's my absolute general. But like, seeing that was interesting to me purely because I know when you first started coming up, you came up at a time where, or when things started really happening for you, lockdown happened and that. So you probably wasn't really seeing, other than being online and looking at maybe stats or maybe looking at your Twitter or Instagram or whatnot, yeah. You weren't able to see.
I couldn't even do that. I have no idea. Me, I'm just going with this, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm learning certain stuff, but it's like Casa, you know what I'm saying? Now you can tell what kind of minds I'm talking about. Like, they get it with me, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, well, is this...
By the way, for people like Casa, I've spoken about him before, yeah. He's a producer. He's Haile's bigger brother from Western, and he is a musical don. Genius. When I tell you, like, and a sick vocal producer as well. Yeah, I feel like it's really important, yeah, to give people like that behind the scenes flowers because they get the best out of the artists that we like. Do you get what I'm saying? Like these type of people can get a certain type of soul out of it. You know what I mean? But you're saying what you didn't see, like all of this was going on here during lockdown and that, yeah, and you didn't get to see what this was doing. You didn't know nothing.
I never grew up on this. Trust me, like, bro, lockdown. I needed to not do too much, but what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Going on, as in like working on, like, this mixtape was my first body of work.
Yeah.
I was interested in building it, in it.
Right.
I was interested, you know, like even the shoots, like doing Betty in my house, you know what I'm saying? And it's coming out, like I was occupied on how this experiment, this all looks like science to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and I'm on my journey, you know. I'm a person never grew up on my phone. I'm not a social guy. All this I'm getting used to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a social person. I'm just doing me. I wish I saw it like the.
Well, you're a social person.
I'm not a social person.
Oh, you're not a social person. Yeah. Okay.
No, when it comes to social media and everything, I'm not that person. You know, never. So right now, even this is exciting for me. Same time, I'm just seeing it in a different way, perspective. I'm not feeling it. How people are feeling it. For me, you know, I'm building it. I'm building with it. No. But like I can't, like when I see a video, the way I made it and the way it happened, that's all I've calculated, that's all I've seen. You know what I'm saying? But the people will say, oh, what a sick video. You know what I'm saying? Like, perceptions, I just know reality, like I'm really growing. This is my uni. You know what I'm saying? This is my chance of uni. This is my chance of making my family proud, my chance of ending my a lot of generational poverties. You know, I'm just gonna intertwine it with who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's really, man.
I love how you've kind of like, because another thing was when you was starting to come through, I feel like quite early on there was all of these similarities with J Hus. For me, I thought, other than the fact that there was like maybe a slight resemblance in how you looked, yeah, I didn't really personally see it. But you've made so much music now. You've got your own project. You've got your own bangers. You've even had creativity wise in regards to African Rebel. You listen to Shining and all of these things, yeah, it's like you're in such a different type of space. When you look back at that now, yeah, how did that really feel when people were trying to compare you to someone that maybe you wasn't even really listening to? Like
me, when I first saw that, I just related it to even politics back home. Like, as a human, they'll always try, this is compete. I have no pride. I'm not playing them games. You know what I'm saying? Hus is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud. Like, Gambia, I come from a very rich country, you know. I don't care how no one sees a rich country. That's all that was going through me. You know what I'm saying? Pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, a rebel don't compete with a rebel. A rebel don't look at a rebel. You know what I'm saying? A rebel is love. You know what I'm saying? A rebel is embracing life. You know what I'm saying? So, in that times, I'm a demonstrator. I don't talk. All I can is demonstrate. If you think I'm someone, think I'm someone. You know, I'm Pa Salieu. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ali. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just doing me. Literally, all that talk, I've never really took it in. I don't care. I do not care. I don't care about a lot of stuff. All I care is I'm alive. There's a lot of times I shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing me. This is embracing every good energies that come by, everything that helps me, everything that helps my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because I need it.
Talk to me about this African Rebel thing, though, because obviously I thought when you started talking about it, yeah, I actually thought that was going to be a whole album. But it's an EP. It's just got 3 songs, yeah. But I'm sure that even when I was watching the thing on YouTube, when you was in studios and that, I'm hearing tunes that it's not there.
Yeah.
Like obviously he was in the studio with Hailey and that.
Yeah.
Naturally he's going to be there anyway because his brother's there and whatnot, and I'm just seeing like just a whole bunch of stuff going on. But talk to me about this, the true concept of African Rebel.
As I said before, it's just stubbornness. Stay wear on your crown, head like a crown, that's it. You know? All the Western African rebels, that's our West African rebels, you know? Bo, Gets, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan say, you know what I'm saying? We are all symbols, you know what I'm saying? And take it all in, that's it. Rebels, this is one.
Where's the stubbornness come from, though, my bro? How stubborn are you?
The stubbornness comes from my past. I know who I am. I'm a person that's disciplined. I will go with principle. That's it. You think I'm gonna act up because I need you to see me this way? I don't know how to explain it. It's just stubbornness in me. It comes from my past. It comes from my grandparents. It comes from eyes I'm looking through. You know what I'm saying? I believe the visions my great grandfather used to see, I'm seeing it. You know, so I know who I am in it. This stubbornness, innit? Like, it's only me in the end. It's only me in the end and what I leave behind. That's it.
How you're talking, yeah, and how your music is sounding now, it's so similar. It connects so much because you seem like a really rootsy man. That's what we would say. You're, you know what I mean, really connected to your root, yeah. And listening to African Rebel, it's exactly that. I was so shocked to hear. Nah, that's a lie. I wasn't shocked, but because I don't know what to expect with you. Do you get what I'm saying? Musically, I don't know what to expect with you. I know that you're gonna do something good, but I don't know where you're gonna take me in it. When I started African Rebel and I heard Shining, I said, "Oh, he's really rootsy now. He's on a different type of thing." I want you to talk to me a little bit about that, like the musical creativity in where you are going and what it is that and why you are going there.
Going where?
Musically.
Musically, I'm this is my uni. I'm building. I'm building like this. This is fun to me, man. I'm a person that I ain't grow up playing games. I can't get used to consoles. This I'm loving this. I done art for a year. This is the same feeling. I'm enjoying this. Like the whole music, like the whole music is like every day I'm learning something. You know, I'm learning something. You know, it's just I'm a person that takes in life. You know, so.
What's the end goal for you, bro? What's the end goal? What do you see?
My end goal, building the infrastructure of music back home. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from an English-speaking country too. Like, there's a lot to. The end goal is, trust me, I'm a person like, bro, I want to refurbish lorries, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Put desks on it, you know, like inside. This is because I saw a van and a studio in Bush, and I went to talk to the kids about Black history, and you know, but it's just an idea from that. Like, as what I learned from that, I'm gonna now go home, start with 2 lorries, you know what I'm saying?
Put desks in there, yeah?
Yeah, hella desks. Hella desks.
Why?
Mobile tuition. You know what I'm saying? 100 quid. You know, I can pay a tutor to do his work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this, hella infrastructures like that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music, I want to build studios. Right. I want to build actual studios. Back home, there's a lot of house studios as well. You know what I'm saying? I want, you know, like the elements and this. I know, man. My end goal is bigger than what it is. I can't talk. I have to demonstrate.
Right.
You know, it's hold there. You know, it's my end goal. I don't see an end till I'm gone. To be honest,
Right.
I'm just sticking with the same love of it. Taking in everything. Taking in everything is my oyster.
Right.
I'm not coming from much. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take in life. I appreciate life. You know, so. My end goal, I don't know what to say with end goal. I could go tomorrow, but I want to make sure that that future leader of my country, you know what I'm saying, or any other place, you know what I'm saying, they decide what I'm saying can touch them. I'm gonna do my music. I'm not gonna stop explaining my past because I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want the next guy to know, yo, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. You're going through this. This is similar. This is my music. But when it comes to my stubbornness speaking, this is what pain in my chest. So I give it to them. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure that future leader gives it to them. You know what I'm saying? This is no end.
You had a deep experience as well, though, because obviously you were shot, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and like you were shot in the head, and it could have just been all over for you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in that, like after that? Naturally, you're upset and you're angry, and you're, of course, innit, yeah. But like, does there become a time where you almost have to make peace with the fact that happened, but you're still here? Or do you still hold an element of anger inside of you through that?
I know where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? That's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing to be pissed about. You're alive, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, people get shot every day. You know? There's not a lot of cameras in cover like
Facts.
London, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously the city. You know what I'm saying? Being shot way before I got shot.
Mm.
I survived. I've been stabbed. I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the only thing is, I don't know, they just match it again. Oh, yeah, happened for a reason. He's a criminal or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, isn't it? You get. I'm alive. That's it. I don't really. Obviously, how my mom got depressed of it, but
Right.
she ain't seen a gun. You know what I'm saying? Gambia is a peaceful country. You see, there's violence, but there's principles, as you were saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Ends is this is the Western world, but ends, isn't it? What can I say?
Do you feel like you're misunderstood? Do you ever feel like you're misunderstood?
I don't aim for people to understand me. If you understand, your energies match. You know, I don't. If you want just straight energies, I don't expect for looks or anything. Understand? I don't. If honestly, innit? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. You know, and like I, you know, like. Run up in your window. Life is life. Energy you're in is the energy that will always come. Now it's how are you going to maneuver? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I understand life. What happens is me pushing.
You're a G, man. Trust me, bro. Like, the works that you're doing, I don't even think that you know yet, even yourself, bro. I know that you, I know that it comes from a certain place, but I don't, like, I think your career trajectory, yeah, is going to be, I think it's going to go to a place that you may not even envision yourself yet, honestly. And as providing that you stay focused, and you have the right people around you and the right energy around you, yeah, bro, just keep going, innit? Don't let a single person take you outside of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, everything that you have in your mind right now has a strong value to a lot of people, to yourself, to your family, to your culture, and to your country. Yeah, big respect to
our
you,
countries.
Yeah. Now, big respect to you, my bro. Honestly, what's next for you?
Just
the book.
push,
I know you got the book. I know you say you
sure.
keep pushing, but there's got to be something. You got the book.
Album next year.
album next year.
Actually, a few tunes coming out. And,
add more. Nah, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Add a couple more tunes on Thing, man. I know you got like when you did the African Rebel thing and whatever. You got 3 songs on that. Yeah. How many songs did you record for that? What about 10?
Since we spoke about African Rebel, I don't know. 30.
Your manager was in it. Yeah? One of them. Hey, where's the manager? Where is he?
Hamish, OG
Fling
Rebel.
2 more on that.
OG
Fling just
Rebel.
2 more. I'd make 5. You get what I'm saying? You can't just give me 3 vibes like that and then just leave it. And then what? Man have to wait until 2022 for a whole next thing, and you're probably gonna drop that in like the summertime or something like that. Yo, fling 2 more on that. Yeah.
Yeah. And we came up with African Rebel. What we had since then? We done I don't know a lot of songs, 20, 30 plus. We keep going in it. It's just this is a status, like.
Bro, thanks for coming through and sitting down with me. Yeah.
Every time.
We're gonna sit down another time and get some more of them thoughts out. Trust me.
Properly,
Some
for
real
sure.
deep ones.
For
bro.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. JD in the Duffle Bag podcast. Pa Salieu.